Alright, so we're going to be making a new QUADS assignment. This is going to be a net new assignment. So we're going to reuse one of the older clouds that is no longer in place. For this one, it's going to be a net new assignment of 8 6048R 4U supermicro nodes and 5 1U mon nodes. So first thing we want to do is just get a list of the current defined cloud descriptions, and we're going to pick one that isn't used. So normally you would dig into the details here. I happen to know that this cloud 09 is no longer being used, so this Noki telemetry description is old. So I'm going to reuse it. So the first thing I'm going to do is redefine it with some QUADS commands. So let's walk through these one at a time. So the first command I'm going to run is a define cloud 09. Now I'm going to give it a new description. I'm going to put the force option here because we're overriding the old description. Now every cloud has a primary contact. In this case it's going to be Ben England. And we're also going to specify a number of CC users. So these CC users will receive email notifications when the assignment's created, when they get the equipment, and then during the usage from 5 days, 3 days, and 1 day until expiration, they will get a note letting them know that their machines or their set of machines are going to be spun down. So there's quite a few users here for CC users. We want to match that to the RT ticket. And then lastly, we're going to associate an RT ticket here. Now this is important because as part of QUADS now, we're going to be generating foreman logins per cloud. And the password is going to be this RT ticket by default. So I'm going to redefine this cloud. Okay. Now let's run summary again and we should see it updated. There we go. Cloud 09. Now all we've done is just we've updated the description of the Cloud 09 workgroup, and we've associated a ticket and an owner and a number of CC users. But there's no actual machines that are going to be assigned to it. So the next step is going to be to create our list of target machines that we'll then assign to this cloud for a specific schedule. Now, keep in mind that QUADS scheduling is done on a per host basis. So for every host, there's a set of metadata associated with it. There's a schedule, there is the current schedule, the default schedule, and then you'll see kind of a history of the current associations that this host has had. So here we'll see, for instance, this C04H01 host. We see the past schedules that it has participated in here. Now, if it was in active use, this current cloud would have a different cloud. Cloud 01 is just kind of our resource pool for free machines. So we're going to keep moving on here. So now I'm going to take the 8 6048Rs out of Cloud 01 because we have quite a few. Let's just look at a list of these really quick. So we should have 30 of those. Okay. And we should have exactly 5 of the 6018 variety. Okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do is just pick the first 8 that I see, and I'm going to add them to a temp file called temp RT and the ticket number. Now I need a total of 8 of these 4Us plus 5 of the 1U variety. So I'm going to do the same thing again, except I'm going to append the current file. So now, if we take a look at this, we should have a total of the 8 machines plus 5 of the 1Us. Excellent. So these is going to be our target list that we're going to apply a schedule to all of these. and we're going to associate it with the cloud that we've just defined. Okay, now that we've got our cloud defined and the description set up, as well as the list of target hosts that we're going to be creating a schedule inside of and adding to Cloud 09, we're actually going to get to the point where we schedule the individual workload on each of the hosts. So this is what our command will look like. And I like to do this with an echo first to see what it's going to look like. Well, let's walk through this. So we're going to run quads against the host for every host. We're going to add a new schedule and the schedule start, and this is always in UTC, schedule end, and we're going to tell it to schedule against Cloud 09, which we know is this new one that we created here. Currently has no machines inside of it. Alright, so let's run this without the echo and commit our changes. And it'll take a second. It's going to iterate through every machine and add a new schedule. And at this point, we should now be able to query every host with ls schedule, and we will see the new one that we've created here. Alright, so we see, let's just pick this bottom one. So here, Cloud 09, this machine will be added to Cloud 09 with this schedule, start and end date. And that's basically it, it's set. Now at any point, you can go in and modify the schedule as you like. You can shorten it, you can extend it, you can remove it entirely. You can also go in and change any manner of the cloud metadata, such as the owner, the CC users, things of that nature. So it's fairly flexible. And again, we want to point out here that schedules are done per host. So each host has defining metadata about it. It knows about the current cloud, or the current cloud, the default cloud, when this is always Cloud 01, this is where it would go when it doesn't have a work assignment, and the current schedule that it's operating on. And then we'll get a past list and future list of all past, present, and future schedules for that machine.